welcome to a very special edition of BeerAmerica.tv. I am Paul Leone with
John Pinkerton.
And our good friend Chris Lady.
How you guys doing?
Who's joining us again. He was involved with the Local One that we did a while back. But right now, these episodes are focusing on Christmas beers, because, you know,
You should have brought your
we're
hat.
very close. Don't have a hat. I have the hat. I have a hat.
Had enough of the hat?
Yeah, right back
last
there.
night?
We can get the hat.
I think it actually may be in the car.
Well, we don't have the hat, but we do have Schlafly Christmas Ale. Schlafly Christmas Ale from St. Louis, Missouri. They were kind enough to send this to us. And I have you had this before?
I have not.
Have you had this before?
I have not.
It's really kind of I snuck a taste before we did this. You know, and I
On
was
the naughty list now.
I am on the naughty list now, and I won't say anything about it. But why don't we go ahead and open it?
Well, I have to go ahead and throw out the usual caveat. I've said it before. I'm not a huge fan of spicy, Christmas spicy things, but I will say that I am open-minded to trying these things because it's always interesting when you try something that you think you're not going to like just because of whatever previous prejudice you got.
Right. Yeah, you know, I mean,
sometimes it can be surprising, and the description sounds really interesting. It's the description says that it's brewed with orange peel and clove spice.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So we'll see what happens here.
It's a really nice color. Really nice color.
Oh,
Sort of a copper. I'm sorry.
Would you like some?
David, why don't you sneak in there? And yeah, there we go. David Little, ladies and gentlemen, who will be joining us in whose future episodes, is manning the camera today.
All right.
And
Well, I'm already pleasantly surprised. That smells really good.
I definitely get clove right off the nose, I think, with it. And again, you know, we did a whole series on pumpkin ales, and you can go back and look at those. And I'm with John. I'm not big on the big spice character of beers, but some of them work really well, and they're really a treat for this time of year, especially.
I like the nose better than taste, I have to admit. But it's pleasant. I like it a lot better than some of the pumpkin beers were more spicy than I would drink. Definitely beyond the drink more than one of them.
Yeah.
In a year kind of thing.
I think I like the smoothness of this beer. I think, but I taste the clove. I mean, I taste a little bit more when I smell. You've got a little bit more of a refined beer palate than I do. I don't know, Chris. What do you think?
I actually think it's not too. I mean, it's not too overpowering. The clove works very well with it's an amber ale, correct? Yeah. So that nice kind of medium body that the amber ale already has, it kind of just flows right in there with that. I don't really get a whole lot of orange though.
I did just now on the second taste. I was just going to say the orange and the clove work pretty nice.
You think as it warms up a little bit, when, like you said, you know, you like beers that aren't so cold, that more of those flavors are going to come out?
Certainly. It's not terribly cold though. I mean, it's a good serving temperature. I think the fact that it has a nice malt base, it's a little bit hoppy as well. So I think that orange character works with the hoppy flavors there. What's the ABV on this thing? Because it feels pretty big on the palate.
8.
8. Okay,
yes.
so it's definitely had that warming sensation when you put it in your mouth, and also very full bodied. And not necessarily full bodied because it's so sweet, but full bodied, kind of that alcohol fullness.
Yeah, and I think that's what I enjoyed about it, was the alcohol fullness. I mean, it's one of these beers that I think that great with dinner time, or great, you know, with a fire, that sort of thing. And I think that's kind of what I was doing at the time when I had it. So I think that's why I enjoyed it so much.
You know, I have to say, as I drink this, I'm really kind of warming up to it. When I first smelled it, it almost has like a Belgian kind of aroma to it. Like that clove. This is not fermented with the yeast. I'm assuming it's not fermented with the yeast that kicks off those clove-like phenols. But the presence of the clove kind of hints at that. So I don't know. There's a little bit of that interesting sort of Belgian-y character on the nose. It doesn't so much hit me like that once I put it in my mouth, but I'm definitely kind of warming up to this. For spicy beer. I could drink more than one of these.
I enjoyed it as much the second time as I did the first time. I mean,
it's a nice beer, very well-rounded, and as John said, all the spices work well together, and they're not overpowering. And very smooth and rich.
So as we've said many times before, with the pumpkin, it was 'tis the season for Halloween, 'tis the season for holiday beers, and they come in many forms, right? I mean, as many with the pumpkins. I mean, with the pumpkin, you had the one ingredient that tied them all together. With the holiday ales, it's a little bit more liberal, right? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it kind of runs the gamut from winter warmer to super spicy, sprucey.
no one
whatever.
ingredient that ties them all together.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of times Christmas is definitely like a one-off kind of seasonal. And I mean, like Anchor for years and years has done different spicing every year. So I mean, you can taste just about anything in their beers.
Yeah. Well, I enjoy it. So it's Schlafly, and as you said before we started, it's the largest American-owned brewery in St. Louis, Missouri.
Ah, yes.
Let me think about that. Are you sure about that? Yes, I think you
Yeah,
are.
I think the other
Is a
brewery
Belgian.
in town is owned by the Belgians now.
Well, there you go.
Belgian-owned.
Okay, well, there you go. Schlafly out of St. Louis, Missouri. If you have any questions for myself or John Pinkerton, it's paul@beeramerica.tv.
Pink at beeramerica.tv.
They didn't give me one. Sorry.
It's just Chris Lady, but don't put it beeramerica.tv because, I know. And so, also look us up on Twitter, Facebook. You can
Facebook.
friend us up on Facebook, and we also have a fan page. So check that out and become a fan of beeramerica.tv. And also, we have a little email thing. Sign up for our email because every time that we do a new video, you'll just get notified of the new video. There's nothing else the email is used for. So you just get, hey, there's a new email. You click on it, our new video, click on it. There you go with the video, and you go right to the site. So
Easy peasy.
So there you go. Christmas beers. Cheers, gentlemen.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. And Happy New Year.
Don't sing, please.